Okay, hello everyone. Hello, can you hear me? Can you see me here? Sorry about the delay. I was facing some network issue. So hopefully it's working okay. All right. Okay, again, hello everyone. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Looks like today the internet is not really stable because I'm not sure. Maybe I have to call the customer support of this internet and ask them to resolve the issue. Yeah, maybe, I'm not sure, but maybe it's due to flare in the sun. I'm not sure, but I will see. In case if there's any instability on this network, please let me know on the chat. I will try to fix it until the end of the live today. Okay, but again, thank you for joining everybody. Great to see you again. But now let's start. I hope you're having a great day today. So it looks like markets, JPY pairs are retracing and the other pairs are ranging. So it looks like there's no good setups, but we'll check charts with the Ichimoku and we can think of the next possible scenarios. All right, so let me switch the screen. Okay, and as a quick disclaimer, as usual, this content is basically based on my own experience and knowledge. So when you take a trade, please do at your own risks. And also, this is live stream, so if you can please follow the rules and guidelines, that would be great. Also, on social media, there are so many fake accounts of mine using my name. Sometimes they even use my picture and they create some fake accounts and spam others. So please be careful. I only do Twitter as social media and YouTube, but I never do Telegram. I have no Instagram, no Facebook, and I never sent direct message to anyone. So please be careful. Okay, so thank you for joining everybody. Great to see you, Nadim and TSM, Carbon, Fibonacci, Hinata, good to see you too. Well, good to see you. Thank you for joining as well. And Buta, TikTok, and David, Annaluk, and Jorg, Cariza, and Shiresta, good to see you too. Hawal, and Naing, Alfonso. All right, good to see you too. Thank you for joining. Anirudh and Asif, thank you for joining as well. Good to see you again. Thank you for joining. David also, and Irfan, good to see you. Irfan and Ivan, also good to see you too. All right, and Jongong and Alexander, thank you for joining also. Looks like we have a nice crowd of people today too. Okay. Okay, Afsanen and Nicolas Pau, thank you for joining also. All right, TSM also, again, good to see you. Derek and yeah, everyone, good to see you. Cal, Augustine, Vixen, Mark 1, Robert, Thierry, Assad, thank you for joining. All right. Okay, so now let me check some charts together. So let's switch screen to the trading view. Okay, and first let me try to fit this into page so that you can see the whole picture. Okay. So and let me see. Let's see what we see here now. Okay, so this is the Euro AUD, right? And let me check the Euro pairs. I was watching the Euro AUD and I think it's about to break the resistance. Kumo is moving up. Kijun-sen, Tenkan-sen are up, but the market is near the resistance. But in this case, I can see that the buyers are dominant than the sellers up until today, and I still expect the market breaks bullish in this way. Today is doji, and today has no trend because it's near the resistance, but my view is bullish. So, but most likely I come back tomorrow because today is doji, and most likely it doesn't break the resistance today. So I will come back tomorrow, and hopefully I enter the trade and the market goes towards uptrend. But if it reverses, I'm not gonna trade. If it reverses, I will skip this one. But if it breaks, I follow the bullishness. So Euro AUD, if it breaks, I think that will be another nice pips. I think it goes up to the previous resistance level, which is all the way up here, 1.620302 level. Yeah, it's a big pips if it breaks. So let's see if it happens. So let me check some other chart now. Thank you for joining everybody again. Good to see you. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let me check the Bitcoin and then come back to Forex because I see some comments about the cryptos. I think it's still going up. So here is a BTCUSD. It has actually came to the Tenkan-sen. So the question is whether the market will be resisted by the Tenkan-sen or not. If it will be resisted by the Tenkan-sen, then I think it goes down continuously. But if it breaks the Tenkan-sen, then it reverses back to Kijun-sen. But right now, the market is range, there's no direction, so we simply wait for the next direction and follow that direction. So today is not a good time to buy or sell, so we have to wait for the break towards either direction. But for me, this is bearish. I think the market continuously goes down. Even if the market retraces back to Kijun-sen, there was a previous support. So it may be resisted by the support and Kijun-sen, and it may go down continuously this way. So for me, in the long term, still it's bearish. Okay, let's see. Yeah, thank you for joining everyone. Good to see you. So let me come back to the Forex now. All right, so Euro, USD, I'm still waiting for the break of the support, 1.0350. Not a breakout yet, but this is descending P wave. So I'm expecting the market goes down continuously in this direction. So this is my scenario. But if it breaks the resistance, the market will be into Kumo. So I will be no trades. That will be no trade. Yeah, so it's good to create the future scenarios like this. And if the scenario is met, you take a trade. And let me see some other markets now. All right, Dao says, please CAD Swiss franc. Yeah, CAD Swiss franc is it's bearish. This is a daily time frame. It's bearish. It broke the support, so it's going down. So now target is 0.7358, and once it breaks the support, the market will keep going down this way. But one thing is that in terms of the daily time frame, this Kumo just twisted. The Kumo just twisted, so once the market touches the support, again 0.7358, it may bounce and goes up, and then breaks the support at this time. The Kumo shape is really important. You know, you have to have the thick and long Kumo to follow. So in that sense, daily time frame is not a good one to follow because it may reverse backwards anytime. But if you switch down to the 4 hour, Kumo looks better. Kumo Senko span B is down and Senko span A is down, plus Kumo is thick. So 4 hour shows a continuous downtrend and looks like it's breaking the support. Yeah, breaking the support level of 0.7394 and it's going down. So, and most likely 1 hour is going down too. Yeah, 1 hour also just broke the support and now it's going down. So this one looks good. It looks like Swiss franc has been really strong today. Let me check the strength chart. In terms of the strength chart, as for today, let me refresh the page. Yeah, Swiss franc is getting stronger and stronger now. So that's why all the Swiss franc pairs are going down. So, and I think this downtrend will be continuous until 0.7358. And the pips to the next support is going to be 28 pips. And 28 is not that much to follow. So yeah, I'm not sure if I place sell or not. Most likely I prefer to check some other charts. But since this one's good, I will mark as green. The green flag means to go. So, but before that, before I give myself go sign, I prefer to check some other charts. And plus, this is Swiss franc. You know, Swiss franc sometimes is very tricky. It looks like in 1 hour it's breaking, but it may retrace, and suddenly it goes up to 1 hour Kumo. So in that sense, instead of just jumping into this market, I want to give myself enough time to look at some other markets and see what they are doing. So let me see. Next one I want to check is the AUD Swiss franc. Okay, so AUD Swiss franc, let me check. Okay, this one looks like it's breaking the support. But first, I will check the daily chart as usual. Okay, daily chart is going down, Kumo down, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen down, and Chikou span below candles. But if you look at the Kumo shape, this is very thin, so it may reverse backwards anytime. So we can't take the daily to follow. And let me check the 4 hour. And 4 hour looks much better than the daily Kumo, because 4 hour Kumo is thick and long, and Kijun Sen down, Chikou span below candles. So this is downtrend, and I think it breaks the support. I think this one's good too. I think I prefer AUD Swiss franc than CAD Swiss franc. And 1 hour is, I think it's down. Yeah, because it break 1 hour is also down. Kumo down, Kijun Sen is pointing down, and Chikou span below candles. But since it's near the support level in the 1 hour, to be safer, you want to wait for the break to sell. The support level of 0.6617, breakout and prepare to sell. But since 4 hour Kumo looks good and 1 hour Kumo also looks good, sometimes I simply enter the trade and expect the market breaks the support. Sometimes I get in before the breakout, so that once it breaks, it goes very fast and I can make profit in short time. So the mindset for me is that if I take sell right now, the market may reverse. There's a risk that the market may reverse, but if it breaks, we can get many pips, right? So, but by knowing that the market may reverse, you know, we can risk management. We can do the risk management, and once the market reverses backwards very soon, we can just exit with a very small loss. And then avoid losing big at the retracement. But to be safer, if you are not familiar with this trade before the breakout, you better wait for the break and sell. So in this case, I put the down arrow. This, my view is still bearish. Okay, but again, before jumping into this market, I will prefer to check some other charts. Okay. TSM, you mean break within the daily chart candle up or down? Oh, you're talking about the Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin, coming back to this topic, Bitcoin, I will prefer to wait for the break of, I mean, this is bearish. So I wait until the market breaks. In this case, I will wait for the doji break. There was a doji 4 days back on the 20th of June. I'll wait for this doji break 19630.03 and then look for the selling edge when it happens. Yeah. So that's the Bitcoin. Still bearish. Okay, so but let's see if I can find some trending pairs besides Swiss franc. So let me see. I was also looking at AUDCAD. It's about to break the support also. So my view is bearish. This. And then AUDUSD is also about to break the support. So once it breaks, I think the market goes down continuously. And let's see what else we have. I think the rest are ranging. Pound AUD's range, I'm still waiting for the breakout of the resistance level around 1.7853 to buy. And pound CAD is in a sideways. Chikou span touching. So whenever you see Chikou span overlap, this means that this is range. In this case, I simply stay away. So let's see, pound JPY, I mean JPY pairs are retracing backwards today. So yeah, I'm not gonna touch any of the JPY pairs in this case. So that actually replies to Stoic Sanjin's question. Have you done USD-JPY today? No, I don't. USD-JPY is retracing, but when it's retracing like this, I don't take a trade. As I always follow the direction on the major, either daily chart or the 4-hour chart. In a 4-hour, the market also broke the Kijun Sen, so it may reverse from here. So I'm not gonna go in this situation. The market may bounce on the trend line. We'll see. This. Yeah, so let's see. But there was a nice breakout actually. Nice breakout 2 days back on the 21st as expected. And then it retraced backwards all the way. So in this case, I delete the upper row. And now it's range. Let me see. Euro CAD is now range. No trends. Euro JPY also retracing back. And yeah, Euro AUD is continuously bullish in the 4-hour. But again, this one is retracing backwards too. So I don't take any trades at this time. Yeah, but this is where the market becomes, you know, difficult to trade. Whenever the market retracing back like this, You have to remember that it spikes on the lower time frames, and you may get stopped out so easily when it's retracing back, because this is where the fight between the long-term buyers and short-term sellers are happening, and that's why the market becomes spiky. Yeah. So let's see what else we can find. Ozart, thank you for your comment. I appreciate your support. As always, thank you so much. Enrico says, hi Kei, if you enter 2 positions using daily plus 1 hour, how do you trail the stops when in the profits? Using the daily chart 1 hour, the 5-minute charts. I do trail the stops based on 5-minute and 1 hour. So I take 2 trades, 2 positions. One of the stop losses follows the 5-minute, and the other stop loss follows the 1 hour trend. I mean 1 hour or the bigger waves than the 5 is, I think, better way to put it. Because I don't always follow 1 hour. Sometimes I follow 30-minute chart or 1 hour. But one thing for sure is that I follow the uptrend end wave bigger than the 5 on the second stop loss. And in this way, you can actually have much better performance than taking one single trade. And after I find this truth, I always place 2 positions at the same time. So simply, when I take a trade, I simply take out my mobile and simply press buy button twice and put the stop losses at the same price levels, and that's how I take trades. I don't usually execute by PC because sometimes PC lags, sometimes there are some network issues, sometimes I can't. Sometimes MT5 freeze or takes time to launch and execute. But mobile is more handy, and you can enter much quicker in mobile than PC. So yeah, that's how I take a trade. I usually use mobile to enter and also to exit, and also to manage the stop losses. Okay. Yeah, so let's see what else we can find. Okay, pound USD. Okay, let me check the pound USD. Okay, so I will start to look at the daily chart. Daily chart pound USD is its range in terms of Ichimoku, because Kijun-sen flat, and also price in between Kijun-sen and the Tenkan-sen. But in the price action, it's bearish still in the daily time frame. The market may be resisted by this descending trend line. So I think this is still bearish. Yeah, it's still bearish. So, but if the market breaks the Kijun-sen and also a trend line, then it may break the Kumo, and the market may turn bullish. But now it's range. In the short term, it's range. Long term, it's downtrend. Yeah, so that means it may retrace back to the trend line and then goes down continuously, is my view. So yeah, for me, still it's bearish. I will continuously look for the selling opportunities. In this case, I never look for the buy chance. I always look for the selling opportunities in this one. Yeah, so let's see what else we can find. Okay, TSM says Bitcoin, if you look with the Ashi means, Kyushu Ashi you mean? Let me check the Bitcoin again. Okay, so let me check the Kyushu Ashi. Kyushu Ashi is one of the Ichimoku strategies. If you don't know about it, you can actually come to my webpage and click on this free download and click on the Kyushu Ashi book. You can find the info about what the Kyushu Ashi is. Yeah. There's a free PDF and also there's a free video that explains about it. So yeah, for the Kyushu Ashi, the market has been down for the last, let me see, for the last 16 days. Yeah, so next day, tomorrow is 17 bars, which is one of the Kihon Suchi numbers. So from tomorrow, it may go up. But since all the time frames, all the lines are going down Kumo is bearish on the daily time frame, and I can see still it's bearish. This downtrend may persistent. It may continuously go down to the next Henkabi, which is going to be 26. So that will be 3rd of July. Yeah, if it breaks support, then downtrend may be persistent, continuous until the 3rd of July. But it may reverse and goes up from tomorrow or sometime around tomorrow. You know, again, this time cycles are not exactly on these days. 1 or 2 candles difference is acceptable. That means either from tomorrow or the day after or 2 days after or 3 days after, the market may turn backwards. So, but psychologically, you can prepare for the reverse, and that's how you can use the Kyushu Ashi. Yeah, so that's the Bitcoin. But Bitcoin again, Ichimoku lines, the market is below, actually on the Tenkan-sen now. And I think it's about to break, it's about to be resisted by the Tenkan-sen, and going down is my view. But we'll see. We'll see which way it goes. Okay, let's see. Bartos says, I would like to ask for USD-JPY analysis. Thank you. Okay, let me check the USD-JPY. USD-JPY is going backwards all the way. I mean, not all the way, but it's retracing back to the daily Tenkan-sen. But again, the market is bullish supported by the trend line. So it may bounce on the Tenkan-sen or trend line and goes up this way. My view is still bullish because the market is above the Tenkan-sen. Yeah, so the market above the Tenkan-sen means in the short term, Tenkan-sen shows short term, Kijun-sen shows mid term, and Kumo shows long term. And from short to mid to long term, the market is still bullish. Buyers are still dominant. So that's why I say that the market may bounce on the Tenkan-sen and the trend line and goes up. However, if the market breaks a trend line in Tenkan-sen, then it may become bearish and go down to the daily Kijun-sen. But right now, today and yesterday, the market has been bearish, so I'm not gonna go in. I always enter when the market is bullish in this short-term direction. When it's retracing, I don't enter the trades. And 4 hour shows the market broke the Kijun-sen, so I think this is now range in the 4 hour, but still bullish in the daily chart. So hopefully the JPY, I mean the JPY pairs continuously goes up and find another good opportunity. But today JPY has been very strong and Swiss franc is also very strong, and that's why all the Swiss franc pairs are going down, but all the JPY pairs are retracing backwards. So if the market is going against the major direction, my best advice is to stay away. Okay, and let's see. USD Swiss franc, please. All right, USD Swiss franc is, I think, it broke the trend line, and looks like it's going down to the support 0.9547. Yeah, a couple of days ago, I was thinking that the market will bounce on the trend line and goes up. That's why I keep this upper row, but now it broke the trend line. So in this case, my view is bearish. I will delete the upper row, delete the target Kijun Sen, and I think the market continuously go down. So I put the support level 0.9541, and yeah, since this is Swiss franc, it's better to wait for the break of the support and also neckline of this double top. Sorry about the poor handwriting. Double top and neckline break, and then I will prepare to sell. Yeah. For now, we're not still sure if it breaks or not. So I wait for the clear breakout and sell afterwards. Okay. So let's see. So yeah, today I have no positions like this. The market is retracing backwards, ranging in higher time frames. So I don't trade in this case, but still I check charts 3 times per day, but I don't trade. How long did you stay in Arizona? Oh, I was there for 1.5 hours, almost 2 years. I was living in Sedona, Arizona. Yeah, it was such a beautiful city with a lot of nature, lots of interesting things going on. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for joining. Yep, you're welcome. Okay, so let's see. JR says how to trade when Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen overlap. When they overlap, that means the market is spiky in the short to midterm. So you better either stay away or look at the higher time frame to follow more stable trends. Yeah, that's what I would do. So let me check the 1 hour. I'm not sure if I see any overlap like here. I can see that Tenkan Kijun Sen overlap like this. Let me cancel the candlesticks. You see how exactly Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen are together here. Also, Kumo Senko Span A, B are together too. And this shows the market is oversold, overheated, oversold market, overshooting market, however you call it. So the market may reverse. In this case, you better stay away. Yeah. And in fact, market afterwards went down. Still, Tenkan Kijun Sen Kumo very thin overlap. So that it may turn back anytime. And when it reverses, the reverse might be very fast. So I will never catch this falling knife. and the market, I think, gradually goes up, retrace, and range afterwards. And Kijun Sen flat, Kumo Senko span B is flat, but they separate when they consolidate. So yeah, again, my best advice is to stay away when you see overlap of Kijun Sen and Tenkan Sen together. Okay. Bonus says, how do you keep your emotional? Can you share your good habits, Forexkei? You mean how to keep my emotion calm and objective to the markets? I think there are many things to do, things to practice on your own. But one thing you can practice is the meditation. I do meditate before I take a trade or before I even start live stream like this. Sometimes I meditate if I find my emotion is, here and there. Let's say when I have the big day today, I was busy all day, came back home, and sometimes I feel my mind is not here. Physically I'm here, but sometimes I feel my mind is not here. In that case, I meditate. But when I meditate, I don't do something special. Simply I close my eyes for 5 minutes and that's it. And during the 5 minutes, you can think of anything. Like you can think of what you've done today or what you're gonna do for the rest of the day. You can just think of anything. And then open your eyes. Yeah, it helps a lot. And when you close and open your eyes, when you meditate, you better not have any sound, any music if possible, and anyone around you. And no smell, also no smell. Always shut everything down, all the information around you, and close your eyes for 5 minutes. Yeah, that's one of the habits I do to keep my emotion calm and stable. And also make sure that you don't eat too much. Right? You don't eat too much, especially before you take a trade. Never eat too much. Never get full stomach. I think 70% or 80% of the stomach is good whenever you want to focus. When you have too much sugar, too much carbohydrate, then you may lose focus. So it's better to have a bit hungry, not hungry, but not too full stomach to keep yourself calm. Yeah, that's my practice side. But in terms of the mindset side, I think of the trades as, how to say, like even if I lose, I don't feel I lose. And I think this is a bit hard to explain, but yes, it's a process. Losses are also the process, and wins are also the process. But I don't get too excited when I win big profits, but I don't get too discouraged even if I have some drawdowns. And simply because I don't focus on these profits and losses. In my mind, I only focus whether I follow the rules or not. If I follow the rules and if I lose, that's okay. That's my will to do. And if I follow my rules and win, that's also good. But if I don't follow my rules and if I lose, that's bad. And also, if I don't follow the rules and if I win, that's also bad. We say it's a lucky chance, a lucky shot, when you don't follow the rules and win profits, because you never learn from your experience in that way. But if you follow the rules and when you lose, you can learn from it. At least you can look for how you lost it and you can try to improve how to avoid the similar loss in the future. You can improve, you can find areas to improve, and then you just keep on going in that way. Maybe you can revise your rules, you can create some new rules to follow, and continuously do this. And then you will be eventually profitable as a result. As a result. Yeah. But you never know if you can keep winning when you take a trade. I don't either. Let's say I see downtrend on all time frames, let's say from daily chart all the way down to 30-minute chart, it's downtrending, and I found 5 or 6 entry confirmations in the 5-minute, and I take sell. Sometimes out of nowhere, the market just goes backwards for any reasons. But it's okay because I follow my rules, and when it retraces backwards, I know that I have the rules for exit, and as long as I follow my exit rules, it's a good loss. But if I make decisions emotionally, just because the market spikes up and exit, if the market continues to go down towards your direction after you exit emotionally, you may regret. Or you may start to blame yourself, and that's not good because you don't learn from it. So, yeah, that's also part of that. I think that's also the topic. I think it is important to keep yourself away from emotional trades, entries, exits, and emotional decision makings. Yeah, you can make decisions emotionally when you do something else besides trading, but when it comes to trading, you never make decisions emotionally. You will never do that. But I think that's a good topic. It's a good topic. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes we think emotion is like our enemy, but actually it's not. Because we are emotional, we have all this culture, we have all these arts, we have all this music and relationship. So emotion is in that sense good, but it's not really good in trading only. Okay, I can see some other comments now. Thank you for joining, everybody. Great to see you. Okay, yeah, let's see. Yeah, looks like today is ranging now. Yeah, speaking of the news, we have some big news in the US. There's a Fed's chair power speech. And also, there was also S&P, Global Services PMI in the UK, and also the same one in Euro. So we've had some big news, and there will be bank stress test info at 8:30 p.m. today in UTC. And tomorrow, I think there's let me see, tomorrow. Yeah, we have, no big news. So I guess hopefully we can find some trends by the end of today or in the beginning of tomorrow and capture some nice pips in Friday. Yeah, I do take trades on a Friday. Yes, if there's a big trend, I do take trades on Monday or Friday. But usually Mondays are my day off. So when even if I see some trends on the Monday, I prefer to stay away. But that's just my preference. If you ask me to trade, I can do it on Monday. But Monday is my day off. So because that's a day when I sometimes usually do shoppings and restaurants. So I usually stay away from the markets. But I check charts on Monday. I check charts, screen charts, but stay away. Yeah, Hussein, you're welcome. Yeah. You take trades on a breakout or you wait for the retest. I take trades on either way. Sometimes I take trades in the breakout or wait for the retest. Depends on the 5-minute chart situation. Let's say if the market breaks on the daily chart and then in a 5-minute, if I see consecutive N waves in the 5, I take it. But also a 5-minute chart also shows its spike, then I don't take it most likely. Most likely I can't find 3 confirmations in that case. So I wait for the retracement. Yeah, USDJPY is retracing, so I don't take trades in this case. Yeah, no chance. Christo says, when I meditate, I fall asleep. Then you better sleep because I think you are tired. Yeah, you're exhausted. So you better sleep. Sometimes I do this also. Like when I meditate, sometimes I almost fall asleep. In that case, I think myself, I need to take a nap because I think I'm exhausted for any reasons. So you can read your body message in that way. Yeah. JR, you're welcome. Yeah, Sedona is Red Rock country. Yeah, Red Rocks. I really liked it. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful city. Hello, Dr. Sam. Thank you for joining. He says, follow the rules and you will be consistent. Yep, that's it. That's it. Consistency is a key to success. And it's a key to success on anything you do. Not only Forex, but also anything you do. You know, as a human nature, we tend to like new things. We tend to like the different things. We tend to like the powerful things. You know, but whenever you hop around these new things, you will have never consistency. You never have consistency, and you can't be consistent on your trades. What I mean is that the reason why I say consistency is important is, let's say, even if you have a good system, it doesn't work if you keep changing. But if you only use, for example, Ichimoku, if you only use Ichimoku to trade, then you start to know when it works. But what's more important is you know when it doesn't work. Because when you know when it doesn't work, you know that's the time you have to stay away. And when you see when it works, you keep using it. This is consistency. One of the examples of consistency. But if you, sometimes people stop using it when it doesn't work and change something new that it works on that case. But in that case, it may work. The new strategy may work, but on the other cases, it may not work because nothing is 100%. So yeah, consistency gives you some wisdom in terms of when it works, but more importantly, when it doesn't work. I think that's a very key success in the long run. Okay, I guess I will end the live. I see many other comments, but I will end the live and switch to the Ichimoku membership live. So again, Thank you for joining, everybody. And sorry I was late today because there was some network issue. But I hope you will come back to my live stream or video on my YouTube and hopefully learn consistently in this way. Okay, so always try to learn from your experience because that's where the wisdom is. You can learn from others, you can learn from my YouTube, you can learn from the words that I say, but the best mentor for you is yourself. So please talk to yourself, please talk to your spreadsheet, your trade history, and try to find some wisdom from it because that's the best teacher for you. Okay, so again, I will see you on the next one. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy and stay safe and stay gold. All right, bye for now, everyone. またね. Thank you.